proceed. So, I mean, I didn't do nothing other than press the home button, and it recognized them.
Well, not to interrupt you, but speaking of, oh, crap, Mike's here.
Hey!
Hey, what's up, guys?
I thought you said he was kicked off the show, Bart.
Yeah, that's what Poe told me.
Yeah.
He said if that and then a whole string of rated R words shows up tonight, I'll probably just say hey. So Poe couldn't even man up when he was talking crap without Mike being here.
I was getting jealous because Mike's playing Road 96 too, and he at least gets his teenagers where they're supposed to get to without getting them murdered. I can't do that much. Getting my kids killed in that game.
Yeah, you want to do that? Oh, hi Kelly, hi Livewire.
Everybody's saying hey to Mike. They like Mike the best.
Hey Derek.
Yeah, well, yeah. Mike, what the hell? I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I think you heard I'm giving away free Steam games for that hoop simulator. So I think a lot of them are excited.
Nice. We can do
You're going to make it so popular, it's going to be an expensive game by the time you get done with it.
We'll just do this. This is the Mike show now. So we'll just do this. We'll all be over here.
Now do something so that they never put you full screen again like I always do. Something with nipples or hold a beer up. Something.
I brought water today. It is hot down here. I can't believe it's like 112 in Washington. Ooh. It's usually a lot cooler. Yeah.
Wow. It's only 97 here. You're hotter than us, Mike.
Yeah.
We've had some over 100-degree days, and it's going to be in the 70s the next few days. Beautiful.
Wow.
70s. So.
I should get some points because I'm saying we're only 97. So. Yeah. They're having some. All of Texas has been just nuts the last bit, but we are cooling off a little bit, and apparently it all went up to you, Mike. Oh, you're about to get hit with a bunch of rain, I guess, again.
Yeah,
I hope
hit
so.
Like crazy. And so I think if we go up to Erie and we get nailed, then I think the wife and daughter will just have to hit the outlets, and me and the boy will just have to live in an arcade or something for a couple of days. Darn it.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Dustin. Hi, Krieger. They were saying hi to me. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Krieger, that's Gideon, our Dutch friend.
Yes.
Dustin's asking, am I going to have to get a second gaming PC so Kelly can drive at the same time? We'll be convoying. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to do a
trucking stems.
Yeah, I'll have to do a GoFundMe so we can get another gaming computer.
Yeah, old Poe meant to bring up BJ and the Bear because he's that old, and I just totally forgot until now. I was going to talk about that show too. Remember that show?
Yeah. I'm afraid old Poe would get distracted at the DJ part.
Well, he was going to. There was a whole thing around that.
The whole thing.
But you know what?
Mike,
Greg already had to cut out parts of that video because I went for like 5 hours on it.
Mike, you don't know BJ and the Bear?
No.
Oh
man, it sounds like
there was BJ and the Bear. His name was Blowjob, but they called him BJ. Not to be confused with Blowjob Honeycutt from Mac.
Right. It had the guy from My Two Dads. Did you ever see that TV show?
Okay, I heard of My Two Dads before.
Yeah.
He's not the one dad. He was the other dad.
Yeah, the one was oh Jesus, I can't think of his name now. He was in all those. He was in the Aliens movie, and he was in.
He was in the Stranger Things, right? It wasn't that guy. It was the other guy.
Yeah. But and then the other one was a monkey. He was a truck driver that had a monkey with him.
Well, I thought he was played by George Burns. That was a monkey.
Burns was the monkey.
Okay, I know George Burns.
Yeah, he played the bear.
Yeah, he played the.
He played the bear. Yeah, BJ and the bear and Smoking the Bandit. My first 10 videos, I got a Smoking the Bandit reference in every video. I was like, I better stop doing that. Of course, I stopped.
And Sheriff
doing
Lobo. Was Sheriff Lobo somehow related to BJ and the bear? Maybe not. I get everything confused from those days. I was just a kid.
I don't know. It was kind of a wacky story, but yeah, he was driving truck and he had his pet monkey with him. I don't know.
Yeah, and the bear liked to blow the horn.
Yeah. If there were no lot lizards when he pulled over, then he just spanked the monkey. I don't know.
Bart, you should do a challenge on your trucking video. You should get, I don't know if you can get hired by Coors and try to make the delivery in one day. Isn't it? That was the thing on Smoking the Bandit. So that means you would have to like kind of, move through people if you had to, because you don't have a Trans Am. So you're just going to have to hoof it on.
Paul Reiser.
Derek Paul Reiser was the one. And then this other guy, and I can't think of his name either.
That was the dad that nobody liked. It figures Derek would know him. Nobody liked that dad. He wasn't BJ.
People are already talking as soon as, because when they did Oklahoma, they updated Texas to have Texarkana, and people are already chomping in the bit for when they release Georgia, so they can go from Atlanta to Texarkana and back, and they're already stoked to do the Smokey and the Bandit run. But you can. There are mods where you can drive cars, and I'm sure someone is going to make a Trans Am, and they'll get in convoy mode, and they're going to drive that as Smoking Bandit.
For sure. And, guarantee it.
If they don't, me and Greg are going to do it, but I can't figure out which one Greg will be driving because he'll be off in the trees. And, I mean,
Greg's going to be Greg's going to be driving the Cessna. Remember?
Yeah. I want to be. I want to be Cletus driving the. I want to be the snowman driving the truck, just so when I get to the beer place in Texarkana, I can stop the video with the outside view and have me in the cab. Send Bill to Big Enos Burdette. Burdette. Bill, I got to go and throw my notepad. That's my favorite line of the whole movie. Maybe that when he meets Sally Field and he said, Fred meet Frog, Frog meet Fred, Frog feed Fred, and give her the hamburger. But and then Derek is some bitch. Yeah, of course that's supposed to be that movie's supposed to be a Burt Reynolds movie, but everyone knows it's a Jackie Gleason movie. Jackie Gleason stole the show in that movie, and it's just one of the most quotable movies. You could just soundbite all of Jackie Gleason and have a great time.
Yeah, didn't he say, like, when I go home, I'm going to smack your mama or something?
Yeah. There ain't no way you could come from my loins. The first thing I'm going to do when we get home is punch your mama in the mouth. And they said he ad-libbed most of that movie. He didn't have most of that stuff. He just, and you'll appreciate this, Mike, because you were over in Rhoda. When I was in deployment over at Rhoda, Spain, we would go to the movie rental store, and about every other week we rented Smokey and the Bandit. So
nice.
We watched that movie probably. I was there for 7 months. I must have watched Smokey and the Bandit 15 times. It's just
nice.
Good movie's a good movie. Oh shit, he's back.
Yep.
Watch what you say, Paul.
I can hear it all. I can hear it all. Smoking the Bandit, driving between. No, actually, what the hell? What the hell happened? Why does things happen like this? I lost my audio, so you notice I got my headset on, and now, why is this not working? I had something.
Well, wait a second. I hear it all. I lost my audio. And the holes are already popping up in your story, Greg. The holes are popping up.
Well, you know what? It's true though. I did lose my audio toward the end when I was trying to come back. I was trying to set something else up, and I got the video all fixed. And then I heard what you guys said, and then all of a sudden it went quiet, and I thought these guys just threw me out. And I looked up, and I said, I don't know. I changed inputs and outputs, and I think I was told Derek one time, he asked me a question about audio. Audio in, audio out. Video in, video out.
Yeah, Dustin, we don't talk about Smokey the Bandit 2 and 3, especially not 3. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Craig's back. Should be our group convoy. The problem with the Smokey and the Bandit run and waiting for Georgia, at the rate that they're releasing DLCs state by state, it's going to be 2032 by the time they get to Georgia. Because they've already announced Kansas is next. They're saying maybe December. Nebraska, sometime June, July, or August of next year. And then they would go to the Dakotas, and then if they follow their normal pattern, then it would be Louisiana up to Arkansas, Missouri. I mean, till they get to Georgia, we'll all be needing to, I don't know.
I'll be on my next Popeye video by then.
Yeah, we'll be older than old Poe. Yeah.
I had a productive week, though. I finally got around to some things with Mike, so I love that. And Retro Bliss had been after me to do a little interview with him, and I finally did that, so I feel like I got some stuff done.
Nice.
Excellent. That's cool. What, Mike, what's this? Mike Cool shirt. What shirt you got on there, Mike?
Oh, Queensryche.
Queensryche.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I went to their concert. They played over at one of our fairs near, I think, Vancouver. It was like Clark County Fair. So they were there performing, and I decided to buy a T-shirt. Me and my wife went and saw them.
That leads us right into my next karaoke copyright strike for Greg. Maybe. Last week was enough.
If you're talking about
for those of you that are watching and aren't aware, Poe's rendition of "On the Road Again" got us all copyright strike claim, not a strike. We all got copyright claims for this thing. So I guess that's a compliment, Poe. I did karaoke videos where I flat out sang the song word for word, and I didn't get a claim. So I guess it's false. I don't know.
Well, and I read up on that just to be sure, and it said that the final word on my channel it says this does not affect your channel at all. It's just we're letting you know that.
Yeah, if we monetize.
Yeah, if you get monetized, it will affect you. So,
but only for that video.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so if you have other videos that are monetized, it just keeps you from getting the same thing on Facebook. I get those Facebook Reels. Well, I get paid for those Facebook Reels, but every now and then there's one that I have it like I was out on the deck and I had a radio on and some music was playing. It says this one's not being monetized. I'm like, well, I don't care. So who cares?
Well, yeah,
I made my very first reel today, and it had to deal with Bart, believe it or not. And I only made it so that only Bart and I think maybe Mike can see it on Facebook. But my friend sent me, you remember the old Sesame Street 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the pinball thing?
Yeah.
He sent me that, and somebody altered it so that you see the pinball thing, and it's doing that. When they do the countdown, they show a bunch of middle fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I ended it with Bart at the end. That's all I needed to do was end it with Bart on there. It was perfect.
Right.
They already had the rest of the middle fingers on there, so that's beautiful. It was like it was meant to be.
Hey, what I did when I was gone is I got something ready here. I'm going to try to see if this was going to work. You won't be able to get audio with it, but there's a Pinball FX on the Switch. And you guys still getting my audio okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be able to hear the game. But I'm using the new controllers. And I mean, if these controllers are going to screw up, it's going to be on a pinball game. I mean, okay, that aside from that, that's user error, but
yeah, I was going to say, if this was Derek doing this demo, we'd not know if the controllers were any good or not because Derek is just so bad. But,
Yeah, here's something else that's cool. These are just like the original Nintendo Switch controllers. When I hit a pop bumper up there, they vibrated just like, it gave you the what do they call it, haptic feedback or whatever.
oh yeah, nice.
I call it.
Yeah.
I call it set them in my lap at just the right time control. Anyway, I just thought I'd give people a real example. Now, I wanted to say one other thing. Temu has a bunch of different shops. That was me. They have a bunch of different places listing these. There are a bunch of series of different stores within them. And so I ordered these. These are the $22 ones. They had some for 16 and 14 and 16, but they did get some bad reviews. But this one did have better reviews. So I don't know. I'm just buyer beware on Temu. But it just
Right.
I thought I'd take the chance. So I got the $20-some ones. I read the reviews. These had good reviews, and I mean you can see right here. Well, let me get rid of that. What the hell? There. And I mean, again, $20-some bucks, and they came with these little doodads. So I guess I could have turned this. I guess I could have just used one of these, couldn't I? If I turn it this way. I guess you got to set them up different. Isn't there a way to set these up for one controller?
Yeah. Well, I think you can just use. I don't know. I think you can use the left one's D-pad buttons for flippers, maybe.
Well, that's what I'm trying, but I think since I already started the game, that must be the problem.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't know.
Well, maybe
just
that
thought
only works when you're in vertical mode. When you use
Oh.
the D-pad.
You think that could be it?
I think so. That's how I always play. If I'm doing handheld, I'm always in vertical and using the touch screen. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Vertical mode. I haven't even tried that yet. I'm not going to get up and flip this TV right now.
Right.
That sounds like work. But anyway, I don't know. I was pretty impressed. I mean, you got to admit, $80 for these two little things. Nintendo's really got sees you coming.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And then they get you drifting a couple months later, so you gotta fix them.
Well, see, and that's the other cool thing about GameStop. I've been bashing on them, but when I bought that extended warranty for like $20 for 2 years now, that guy at the store told me, he says, all you got to do is walk in with these and say, it's drifting. And, he says, I'm not going to check. Just tell me it's drifting. And he says, I'll throw you another set of these.
Nice.
So they, kind of a no questions asked warranty thing on that. So hats off to GameStop for that. After I
Kitty!
Meow.
Get your bum out of my face, Kitty.
Hey, Snoochie Boochie's brother Savage. Good to see you.
Oh, hey, Savage.
Savage!
So, well, I was gonna ask real quick since Mike's cat's butt hasn't been on for a while. Mike wasn't able to be here for the beginning part of the stream, so you didn't get a lot of. Did you have something you wanted to talk about, Mike? Now that you're here.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think what I was going to talk about to you guys.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a video this week, wasn't there?
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
boned
yeah.
last week.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, let me find that. You guys keep talking. It's going to take me a minute. I got to find it.
Yeah, remember how Greg boned you last week? Yeah.
Did you guys talk about the Star Trek Next Generation pinball table coming out?
Well, a little
We
bit,
did.
but not really.
We talked. We were asked right away. Hollywood Polo asked us before we even finished our second real intro because Greg decided to not play the intro the first time. But he was asking about it right away if we were all going to buy it. So we all said yeah, and we voted for you and said yeah, there's no way Mike's not going to.
Yeah, I'm buying that too.
So, but yeah, so we're all excited. Greg and I already said flat out we're double dipping day one because we'll get it on. I'll get it Steam, he'll get Epic, and we'll both get it on the Switch. You
Nice.
guys gonna get it on PS5? I'm guessing.
Yeah. And then I'll get it on the Switch as well. I do like that game where it warrants I can double dip on that game.
Yeah, and that way we can play tournaments together and stuff too.
Nice.
But yeah, and let's see. While he's pulling that up, Dustin asked about buying more trucks in American Truck Sim. Yeah, that'll be coming up soon for both of us. Greg's wanting to get to his first truck, and that'll be coming up here shortly. Soon being relative, it's not going to be 2027. We will get new trucks before Georgia comes out. We'll say that. But I have a truck imminent. I'm just working on some money. Greg's working on some money, and getting back to that, Greg, Gideon did say he sent you a friend request. So.
Oh, okay.
So you should be able to get that.
I have a question for you, Bart. How did you get your picture on for your truck driver on the trucking simulator? Because remember, it was like somebody else with the beard and the bald head, and it's like, wait, that looks like Bart, unless it's a character that really looks like you that you posted up on there.
Yeah, I had Lars call someone over because SCS, they're over in Europe too. So I called Lars and had him call someone in SCS, and I was just glad they were able to airbrush out my flip off because that's the only picture Lars had. But in all seriousness, no. If you get on worldoftrucks.com, and then you link your accounts, when you set up your World of Trucks account, it lets you put your own picture as an avatar, and then you can tell American Truck to use your World of Trucks avatar for yourself. And then I went and downloaded Ben's easy modding thing or something like that. You make a mod to put. That's how I put the logo on my truck for the off-grid arcade, the truck and trailer. So, and I recommend to anyone that's playing American Truck Simulator, I recommend go to that World of Trucks. It's a free thing. You set it up. It tracks stuff and all that. And I do all these World of Trucking events. All my jobs are World of Trucking, and instead of in-game time, it's real time. So you don't have to worry about sleeping and all that crap. Matter of fact, spoiler alert for future videos that are coming out. I finished my video I recorded today, and I already lined up my next job because I have 17 hours of real time. So I know tomorrow morning when I get up, I can do that job and I'll still have time.
Oh, nice.
It's not game time dependent. It's real time. So I like those World of Trucks. The only downside, Derek will hate it because you're speed limited to 65 when you're doing that. Oh. But yeah, I know Derek wants to drive 90 miles an hour with his hair on fire and just blow through lights. But Gideon says also with World of Trucks you can get a custom license plate. And if you look closely on my truck, I do have a Texas plate that says OGA 451. The 45 is always for my VP45 I was in the Navy, and it's my truck number 1. When I get a new truck, it'll be OGA 452. Kind of like Bandit 1 and Bandit 2, but this is going to be OGA. Nice. So, but World of Trucks to get your face picture as your driver, and then the mod to put trucks and trailers have the logos. So that's all cool stuff.
It's a down. I missed part of that because I was setting this thing up. So it's a downloadable mod that you use to do that?
To put the logo on the trucks?
Yeah.
I'll send you the link on that too, and I'll how to do it. And it's pretty quick and easy to do. You just got to upload your logo, and then it makes the mod. You put it in your mods folder. And then you go to the shop where you would go normally buy a paint job. It costs you $100 to paint your truck. And then there's a checkbox apparently that says whether or not you want to have your trailer go out in the wild. And that's why the first time I was driving it, I was seeing other trucks with my trailer. I'm like, wait a second, that was supposed to be only for my company. So I had to remake the mod.
Oh, okay. So you had to, I get it. Yeah. That video's taking a second here, so we'll have it up here in about a few minutes. It's just taking a sweet time. Resources here on the. I think I got too many resources going. I shut down the switch. But
Yeah.
no, that the truck simulator. I'll tell you what. I just really didn't think I'd get into it, and I think to me it's more the flying is cool. Getting your skills down the land course, like you guys have been kidding with me. I think it's my steering wheel. I'm using that Nintendo Mario Kart steering wheel. I mean, if Kelly can drive right out of the box, I need to look at that wheel that Bart's using. But it seems to me like the truck simulator has got a little more to it. I mean, you fly around. It'd be cool if you could fly supplies somewhere and make money, but the truck simulator, I'm trying to earn some money, picking jobs, trying to do a good job, get there on time, so I don't not to get tickets, not to have an accident, because that costs you money, and trying to save up to buy a truck. You can take a loan out. I mean, it seems more. I mean, Bart, you started a company. You got people driving for you, don't you?
I do. Yeah. I have 2 trucks. I'll be buying my 3rd truck and hiring another driver here shortly. I'm looking for it. Yeah, Derek. See, he heard us talking about getting addicted to this. He finally set up his steering wheel last night. He got up to level 5 like on his first sitting because he just kept driving. It's very addictive little game. Gideon's giving away the secrets, Greg, in case you didn't get to your thing yet. He says, since you're getting that W900 DLC, you should get that truck. So they did just have a paid DLC that came out, so you can modify and upgrade your Kenworth W900. And that's what Gideon gifted both of us, is that
nice
paid mod. So
cool. So
yeah,
is it? I'll have to study.
Derek and Gideon both have that Logitech G29. That's a pretty good wheel. I opted to get the Thrustmaster because Amazon had it on sale.
Nice.
But
are you using for an external box for other controls, or using one you made yourself and printed out, or was that something? Okay.
Yeah,
so you just use a USB encoder, right?
Yeah, but the one I have is a keyboard encoder, so it's like it automatically is joy to key. So it plugs into a keyboard port. So my button presses are all keystrokes. So it's not emulating a joystick, it's emulating a keyboard.
Well, that's what this one does. This board that's in here just plugs into a USB on the PC, and then I have to tell Joy when I push a button and it says, okay, what do you want this to be? Well, I want it to be button A or B or C, and then you just look at whatever your controls are set at on your keyboard for your truck, like what's H's horn and
this one is straight out keyboard. Every button press is just a keystroke. It's not a joystick. It's a keyboard.
Yeah, that's kind of the way this is. Well, this one has but see, this one's got 2 different places you can hook stuff up. One side's keyboard and the other side's joystick. So you've got you can hook a joystick up to it, but I'm not using that function. I had to read up on it because it'd been so long since I got it and used them for the pinball machine, because I did use joysticks in the pinball machines.
Yeah, mine's old enough that I don't even have any. I plug the wires into the little screw ports, and then I have to push the button to see what key it is. I can't assign the keys. So then I go into Truck Sim and Flight Sim, and I say, okay, to start the engine, use this button, and then it changed the keystroke from what the default was to what this button is. So that's how I assigned all my buttons. But
I think I could do the same thing without joy to key. You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something that I need to do, is turn that off.
Dustin asked if we like European Truck Sim just as much as American Truck Sim. I've never played it yet. I bought it when it was on sale for $5, but I haven't played it yet.
Now I didn't get it yet. So
and of course Gideon said he's over in Europe, so that's how he started with it. But Justin asked if you're using the Farmer FS control pad with joystick. Now, Greg, he 3D printed his and built his own. So,
Yeah. All I got to do is find what I did with this file.
Yeah, I asked Mike if he wanted to talk about stuff, and then 20 minutes later, we're getting back to Mike.
This is my fault because I didn't prep for it. I kind of took a nap on the couch this afternoon because I stayed up too late playing
Truck
American
stems.
Truck Simulator. Yeah.
See, I bought that European truck sim because it was on sale for $5.
Oh, that's a
And
good deal.
I bought every map mod at the same time, so they're like 50% to 75% off, and I still spent $65 because I bought everything you could. I'm like, I'm gonna buy it because I screwed up when I bought American Truck Sim. I bought it in like 2 states while it was on sale, and then it went off sale, and I was addicted. And I'm like, I want the rest of the states. And then, of course, Gideon gifted me Texas. And then when Oklahoma came out, they put them all on sale. So I bought all the rest of the states and all of Europe. I'm like, I'm not messing it up with it. I'm just going to get them all because I know once I get to European, I'm going to want to drive there and drive down to Rhoda because I want to see what that's like. But so I'm looking forward to that.
You're playing that game because I remember. Did you have to take a driving test there? When I went to Rhoda, Spain, I had to take a driving test because they issued me like a Blazer because I had to go pick up stuff for the lieutenant. So I was issued a license to drive around in Rhoda. And It was weird. I remember taking the test, and you cannot, like on the 4-way, right? You cannot make a right-hand turn on a red light. You gotta wait when it's green that you can turn. Not like here in the States, you can go just as long as there's nobody, going that same general direction that stop. So you can go, all right, but you had to stop and then go. And of course, it was weird. I had to read everything in the kilometers.
Wow.
I'm like, oh yeah. I can't go miles per hour anymore around Rhoda because you have the signs posted in kilometers per hour. Yeah.
My worst story with driving was actually in Bermuda, because in Bermuda they drive on the other side of the road. And one night I was duty driver. I had to go. There was a flight going out, so I had to go pick up water for the flight. And the one van, which was kind of cool because it was a stick shift and the steering wheel was on the right-hand side. So you're shifting with your left hand. That was cool. But the other van was just a Dodge van, the typical Navy white Dodge van. Yeah. And the steering wheel was on the left. It is like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm driving to the galley to get some water for these folks. And I go over this hill and there's a car driving at me. I'm like, look at this idiot. He's on the wrong side of the road. I'm like, oh shit, I'm the idiot. Because it's the middle of the night. I'm driving on the right thinking, what am I doing? But yeah, that was my favorite story of driving overseas, was driving that night on base in the wrong side. But and Derek said, yeah, and that right on red is state to state. Some states and locations it is illegal to do right on red.
Oh.
And in American Truck Simulator, if you're in the wrong state, you write on red, you'll get a ticket for it.
I did. That happened to me. I thought, why did I get a ticket right on red? Then I realized I was in a state where you can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Keith from VKQ is here.
Oh,
hey, Keith.
Hey, how's it going, Keith? Good to see you, buddy. I'm
just
going to have a drink of Wendy's on you.
Just to update you on this Steam thing, I accepted the friend request, and that's all I've done at this time. I haven't received anything on there yet. So now I do know that from the times I've done it, if you give somebody something, you cannot do a gift until you've been friends for at least 24 hours, I think.
Oh. I think maybe they changed that. I think he gave me the first gift right away. But he couldn't send you the gift until you guys were friends. So if you just accepted the friend or made the friend request thing,
that's
he can
what
try
it is.
again.
Because I know somebody won a tournament, and I was gifting them some stuff on Steam, but they weren't a friend of mine. And then when they did, I still couldn't send it to them. Some thing about you got to be a friend.
Maybe because it was a gift card. Maybe they have a cash type of.
That's what it was.
Delay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So how with Mike's video?
Oh, it's ready. We're ready.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
Good
the end
night,
of the
everybody.
show.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right. So
All I can say is I hope now is this did I do this right? It's Krull.
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
This better be worth it, Mike. Better be worth it.
I know. 3
I
weeks
didn't,
in the making.
I didn't preview it, so I hold no accountability for this. Here we go.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
What happened to them could never have happened on Earth. Columbia Pictures presents a world apart from anything you have seen before. Krull.
Aloha everyone, Mad Mike CV here, aka the Gaming Road Warrior. So we are going to be playing Krull, which was released in 1983 for the Atari 2600. This game was part of my collection when I had an Atari back when I was a little kid. The only thing I really truly remembered about this game was that it had multiple levels, and it did follow the movie. If you haven't seen the movie before, is like a cross between Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. It has some science fiction mixed in with the fantasy, which I always enjoyed out of this game. Well, without further ado, let's start playing this game. Alright, here's the prince and the princess, and you gotta protect her against the henchmen. So they have these spears, you see that? You don't want to touch it like I did. That was dumb. But you want to use your sword and hit them. Well, what's kind of funny about the spears, they're like a blaster. Oh no, I'm not going to get her. Oh. Oh, got me. It gets harder, and you want to grab that. That's the glaive. That's the weapon that's going to be able to help you defeat the beast. And it looks like a giant shuriken that comes back like a boomerang. That's the only way I know how to describe that thing, but it's... Oh! No! Yes, come on. Did I do it? Yeah, I got 2 glaives. Come on, make it. No, we didn't make it. So, when you're going to that spiderweb area, there's the lady. Trying to remember. I said it before. It's the lady of the web. Okay, see that? We want to go there, and it'll take us to the castle. Go down... Alright, let's see. Cool, I got a life. We made it to the castle. Alright, we're gonna fight the beast. Do not hit the glaive on the beast, otherwise your glaive gets destroyed. Don't do that. It's like Breakout. I like to draw him there. Oops. Come on. Oh, I missed. If we can get in that hole. Oh, that little punk. Come on. Oh, no! Why? Oh. I almost had it! You gotta talk to the lady of the web. Avoid the spider. Alright, where's it going? Down there? Nah, we're gonna wait. So, it would be probably better if you can get it to one of the top ones and you can just make a mad dash for the left or right. Yeah, hopefully this moves along so we can get... Here we go. The sun is rising. Okay, it changed, right? Go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Did we get it? Did we get it? Okay, we got 2 glaives. I hope we make it. Yes. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright, getting my glaive ready. See that guy. Oh, that guy's a punk. Ooh! Almost there, almost there. Come on. Come on, baby. Get in there. Oh, my heart's beating so fast. Go over here. Okay. Don't mess this up. Oh! Dang it. Yes! We got it! We got the flame! Get that guy in the nards. There! We got the beast. We got the beast. That was awesome. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end the video here. Glad I was able to beat it finally. I'm so happy. But yeah, you can pick this up for the Atari 2600. It's definitely a must-buy, I would say, if you get an Atari 2600. Really fun game. I had a lot of fun playing this when I was a kid. Alright, everyone. That'll be it, and take care, and remember, gaming is your road to adventure. Take care, folks.
Nice.
Hey,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
great job. Great job.
Right in the nards.
Yep, you gotta hit him in the nards. Kill him.
Hit him in the nards. Well, if I had $1 for every time I've heard that.
Yeah, Greg right in the nards. Greg doesn't have nards. Greg has nards.
Greg left. He hit him in the nards. He's like, I'm out. He was above Poe in the thing, and he's like, I don't want to be above Poe when he's talking about nards.
You gotta love movie licensed games, you know, like E.T.
Yep.
This one looks like it came straight out of the desert. Look at the labels ripped off of it.
It's the desert. It's the desert version.
Well, this one has somebody's name on it.
What's crazy, Poe? I seen. Remember they had listings on eBay with people saying, "Hey, I dug this up in the desert." People would pay money for copies of ET that looked like they had dirt on it. It's just like, come on now, someone probably buried it in their yard.
Right? Yeah, it's fucking nuts. And my son actually bought this one years ago from a little mom and pop place with his own money. We went into this place, and I'm like, well, what game do you want to get, you know? And he was like, I want ET. I'm like, okay, that's the first little kid I ever heard say that, you know, but he wanted it and bought this one back then. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty beat up. But.
Oh, Krieger had a question. He said he's grown up with the arcades. What's interesting, Krieger, Krull was also in the arcades as well. This version's the Atari 2600, so it's different from the arcade version, but I played the arcade a lot, so they do have the arcade machine of Krull. Really good game.
Is it basically the same thing? It's just
kind of like that. Yeah, just a little
like
bit different.
Like we'll see Poe's arcade version of Popeye in 2037. It's the same kind of deal. The 2600 version.
You want to put that on the arcade? I should do a whole video series on it. I don't even have the 2600 version of that. I'm sure I have the ROM for it because I think I have every 2600 ROM. You know, got a pack for that. But I don't have the physical cartridge of Krull. So if I do a video, I'll have to get a hold of a physical copy.
I'm gonna look that up. If they have Krull, the arcade version available, and I can get it on my arcade, I'll do a video for next week's show.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
and
Yes.
we'll see the difference.
I haven't played that
Is-
one in a long time. That's a good game, though. Good game.
Yeah.
And I'll see if I can't brick mine before vacation here.
Yeah. Do you guys know? Can you guys get? You're buying Poe. You buy these games all the time, Mike. You buy these retro 2600 games and all that stuff. Can they get that shipped over to Europe?
Oh, for which ones? Atari?
He just said the retro stuff. So like the 2600, maybe Poe gets old television stuff. Just any of that old retro console stuff. Do they ship that overseas?
I don't know if they do. I'm not sure, but they should have it in Europe because there's a few other YouTubers I follow, and they're from Europe and they buy retro stuff all the time. I think two of them are from England, and I think one's from Germany or something. But he's got a good collection of games, and he buys it there, so he doesn't have anything sent out to him. So I'm pretty sure you can find it somewhere around in Europe.
I would think so. Yeah.
Right. Might need PAL version depending on what you're playing on. I mean, if
that's
you're
what
playing,
I was thinking. It might need the PAL version instead of the version over here.
Yep.
Hollywood Polo wants to know, Poe, once you mod that iArcade, are you going to call it the Poecade now?
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Mine would sound kind of, well, not the off-grid Cade, but if I used my name, it would just be the Bartcade. It sounds like arcade. The Bartcade. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I will look for that. Remind me, Mike, in our chat.
All right. Oh, that'd be cool to get. Yeah.
If I forget to look for Krull. And I don't know. It would have to be available on main 221. That's what works. And I've actually had some games that don't work. Surprisingly, Galaga was one.
I was shocked Galaga didn't work for you.
Yeah, that's surprising.
It's
such a good game.
I tried it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be the nickname. My Bartcade would be eating my shorts.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway. Anything else you needed to cover about that Krull game, Mike?
No, that was it. I'm glad he mentioned that because I forgot about that. Yeah, there was an arcade of that game.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. But I don't know what Poe's working on over there.
Is it his laptop?
Yeah, I was trying to actually get a signal. I was going on eBay to look up Krull, but yeah, it's not too bad a price.
I'll send you that link if you're still having trouble with your getting the Wi-Fi down there. I'll give you that link to that antenna that I'm using because I get my internet from the far end of the house too. So
I figured out why I'm having a problem was, I was looking at Steam earlier and it wasn't acting right. Well, now I get this big error message. The pinball machine's on in the other room.
Oh,
Steam.
That's Steam on.
And now it keeps saying, you need to reboot. So I got to go in there and turn that other machine off because it's not letting me do it. I was going to take a look at some of this stuff and what that nice little gift that I got. And you'd think if you're doing I'm not playing pinball. I can see not playing Pinball FX3 on this machine and that one. I'm looking at something completely different. It says, you must shut down your other system for this functionality to work. So I'll be right back. I just got to step to the other room and hit the off.
Gideon asked if we were going to have more videos of Kelly driving the truck, and she says, driving, yes, parking, no. I was a little bummed because I was talking with Derek. He said he did all that driving last night, and I was like, well, where's the video? I want to see the video. And he said, oh, he didn't record. And he said, I think one time he tried to back in the trailer, but he didn't record it. I'm like, dude, that's the one I want to see. I want to see you trying to back that thing because my backing is like crap, and I want to see someone worse. to make me feel better.
Right.
Well, I'm looking forward to Greg keeps kicking on that easy park, just pulling forward. He's never backing in. Derek's not backing in. I don't know. I can back in if you're backing on the non-blind side, on the driver's side. Well, I'm greasing those right in there now sometimes. But boy, that other side, I did that. You guys, I don't think you're caught up. One of the ones I had to do the old SpongeBob 5 minutes later. I couldn't get it in there. I'm like, screw this. I went the other way.
Oh, I saw that video where you were trying to make a left-hand turn and you had too many cars going back, so you had to kind of like turn it off.
Yeah, I kept doing that.
I was like, Bart should have put like a few moments later.
Yeah.
Another few moments later, then finally you could.
I recorded the whole thing, of course, straight through, and then when I edited, I'm like, I can't have that whole thing. I'll just cut it. I said, you know what? I'm going to do a bunch of little cuts of every time. I'm like, are you kidding me? What is with this? There's no way this little highway. So I just spliced all those together. But yeah, Derek, it was horrible. That's why I wanted to see it. You're exactly proving the point.
I mean, what you see is what you get with me. That's why my videos, I suck at everything in them.
Polo wants to know what your favorite Queensryche song is, Mike.
Oh, I Don't Believe in Love.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that one. Or Operation Mindcrime. It's kind of, those are my favorite songs from them.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm more of the, you'd call it the, I don't know, went with the favorite stuff, the more streamlined, mainline. Silent Lucidity still always has a spot for me. And like Jet City Woman, some of those songs, they got a lot of radio play and MTV play back in the day. Queensryche is a great band, though. Just amazing stuff. But
Jeff Tate, right?
What's that?
Jeff Tate.
Yeah.
Well, I got into it because I never heard of them. Really, I haven't heard of them before. It was when I used to work front counter before at a sales department, and my two other salesmen that were with me, they kept talking about Queensryche. I go, who the hell's Queensryche? And they're like, and they just looked at me like shocked. Like, you never heard of Queensryche? He's like, did you ever heard of the Def Leppard? Of course I've heard of Def Leppard. And then, so the following day, they brought me a CD. They're like, we bought you this. Go listen to it at home. And ever since then, I've been hooked. So, yeah, I've never heard it on the radio until they handed me that CD. I'm like, oh, my God, the songs are so good on these. So,
Yeah, when I used to do up at the campground, when I do karaoke nights, I would do Silent Lucidity. And one of the first times I did it, the person that was doing their announcing, they're like, "What? How do I even say Queensryche?" I'm like, "It's Queensryche. Queensryche. Just say Silent Lucidity. They will know. The people that know will know. And the people that don't know from Silent Lucidity, it doesn't matter what." If you
exactly,
you just say Silent Lucidity, and but Gideon, I've never driven a cab over, so I don't know what that's like. He was asking the difference between American trucks and the cab overs they have over in Europe, and the nose of those noses are pretty long on American trucks, but I don't know. It's just what I'm used to.
Unless you're BJ McKay, he had that flat front.
He had a cab over, yeah. He did have
a best friend bear. Pull the horn on there.
Yeah, and there's engineering behind all that. The European trucks have the cab over design because they don't have the long distance and high speed runs like we have over in America. So it's aerodynamics and all that. It's not just because we think it looks cool, but because
we got the big wieners.
Yeah, we gotta have room in the front of that truck for our package. It's not just the package. Sometimes you gotta have room for the package in the front. Not me. Sometimes other people. I don't.
Well, I do want to say I want to give a big thank you for that gift, because I'll tell you, I just noticed I finally got that. It locked up the pinball machine in there because I tried to launch it from in here. And it was when I went in there, the main screen said, this program has been accessed by another computer. And So I had to hit Control-Alt-Delete and just tell it to shut down.
Yeah.
So,
But even before you hit Control-Alt-Delete, you were able to play a game and outscore Derek.
yeah, that's
Poor
The
Derek.
machine completely locked up.
He
Which
showed
we
up
do
to
have-
both of my live streams yesterday. Derek, thank you very much.
But I am
You
gonna have
showed
to
up for
find-
that pervert in my game, didn't you? Jared the pervert.
I am going to have to find out, though. I have not found a Kenworth dealer yet, and that's been the truck I've always wanted. So now I've got to be on the hunt for it. But, you know, when I first brought this program up, it was just told me to go to dealers, but it never showed Kenworth. Why? Bart got me to thinking, I think I've got to find a town that's got one in it and go to it in my maps, right? Is that what I've got to do, Bart?
Yeah, let me see if I can. I'll give you a hint here. You're looking for a Kenworth dealer. What state have you been driving around lately? You just went into New Mexico, right?
Yeah, I've been from all the way from California to Texas and back, but I haven't hit them all. But yeah,
I was going to say confusion. He's been in a state of confusion, but that's just wrong.
Hobbs, New Mexico.
Hobbs.
New Mexico. And if you're going to Arizona, there's one in Phoenix. That's where I bought my first truck, was in Phoenix.
So once you get to that town, you should be able to bring up dealers. You don't have to drive to the dealer. You got to find.
You
the
do.
dealer.
You have to discover it the very first time, or it won't show up in your list. But I'll tell you, because you're going across 40, right, across New Mexico, so you're up that way somewhere. If you go through Flagstaff and down to Phoenix from the north on 17,
yeah.
If you get off right near that first exit when you get to Phoenix, turn to the right, so you'll be heading west, and look on your GPS or push the M button and go into your map. You'll see a question mark right up there. It's on the northern part of Phoenix. You'll see a question mark. That's where the Kenworth dealer is.
Okay, because I know I can't freelance drive around now because I don't own my own truck, but I can.
Yeah, I had to take a job. I was in Phoenix. I took a job from Phoenix to Los Angeles, but before I left, I drove up to that Kenworth dealer.
Gotcha.
And located it. But it'll be a question mark. It's on the north side of Phoenix.
That's pretty impressive. Those guys put a lot of work and detail into that game. For you to actually know some of these towns and these places. Now, I know you said, of course, they had to skip certain things, but they put a lot of detail into that game.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. And not to give away spoilers or anything if people want to watch or haven't watched it yet, but that one I just put out today where Kelly was driving, half the video was about the fact that Kelly was driving and making Greg look bad. But the other half was the scenery, because we were in southern Texas, and they did an amazing job with a specific bit of scenery that anyone that knows me would know that I would be very interested in it. It has ties to my son and where he works, although he works in Florida at the Space Coast, and this is in Texas. That's all I'm going to say. But they did an amazing job. If you follow any of the space stuff, that what they did down there was really awesome.
It is. And I like those those places where you can go see video views. You can pull in. The imagery that they've done is just.
They did a video thing. I don't know if you guys saw that one. They did a video for Little Van Horn where I live.
Yeah.
Pulled off the side, and they had the aerial views and all that, and they got the hotel.
What was that called? Is it El Capitan or something?
El Capitan.
Yeah, I listened to it. I didn't get to see it, but now I want to eat there, but I don't want to sleep there.
Right. That's what I always tell people. You can eat there, but you want to sleep at the Holiday Inn. I was shocked. I saw it on the list of things to see in Texas. I'm like, really? The El Capitan? That's the one? Really? And it is. It's the one here in little tiny Van Horn where we have more hotel rooms than people. Because we're halfway between Phoenix and Dallas, Phoenix and Houston, and 2 hours away from any other hotels. So people are like, I don't want to drive any further. We're stopping here. So,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I did find Krull. They got a lot of them on here. They're averaging about $14 for loose copies. Somebody has sealed 1983 Krull $1,899.
Holy smokes!
5% off, and that's $1,255 shipping and handling. They need the shipping and handling on that too.
Wow.
Yeah, that much.
So since everybody's in the gift giving
Wow.
mood, anybody got $2,000 they want to send my way, I'll take that sealed copy.
Wow.
It's just for a video, and after that, I'll send it to Mike since the game means more to him.
Oh, and since you're looking stuff up, Poe, I looked it up too. I'll have to download it. I did a search. MAME 221. Krull is on there.
Oh, nice, nice.
Oh,
I will
That's
be
cool.
looking. I'll see if it works and if I get it installed next week.
nice.
Now, Bart, you didn't have a movie showed something queued up for this week, did you? I already
No.
screwed up on Mike's. Okay, there's one still in my queue, but I think that's last week's. IA Arcade. I need to remove that one.
Yeah, that was last week's.
Okay.
I didn't do anything for this week. I was a slacker. I figured we'd just ramble about it. I mean, we're already an hour and a half in, and all we played was Mike's video.
Well, you guys want to see some pinball real quick?
Sure.
Got
Yeah.
something queued up special for you. Here we go.
Oh,
Hey.
Can you make it bigger?
I think Bart can make it bigger.
I gotta move Mike out the way. Get out the way, Mike.
Hey, baby.
Wow.
I noticed you like pinball. I like pinball too.
I gotta hit that string.
Oh,
See,
pinball.
Is that one of those pens you turn upside down?
I got the wrong.
Oh,
pen.
there. I got it.
Oh,
Oh,
upside down.
And
those,
we're canceled.
those are store bought. She went upside down and they didn't even move. I got the wrong pen, Poe, because when I flipped it upside down, I just saw some hot dogs. Mine was.
Oh, one more ball.
Oh, you're actually playing something here?
I couldn't tell.
Oh, I drained. Oh no!
Oh man,
Derek did too.
Derek drained as soon as that. Oh man, she just took a ball to the face.
So is this the game we're playing for the tournament, right? I'm all in.
This week's tournament.
I'm all in. I'm buying it.
Yeah, if I have to, I'll buy it for the tournament. Just in my arms.
Nice.
Craig's gonna keep getting to that same point and then drain. We'll
Does-
never get to see any more of them.
Does it have music, Greg?
Yes, but unfortunately with StreamYard, I can only get music from one source.
Nice.
And we're stuck listening to you instead.
Oh!
Hey,
Here, maybe we can hear it this way.
Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's see. She smokes a lot of cigarettes, huh? She sounds like Princess
I guess
Popo.
there isn't any music. I guess it's just the sound of the machine.
Oh,
Anyway, there you go. Just having a little fun with pin up pinball, and that's on Steam.
oh, cool.
All right, there you go, folks. You heard it here. Pin up pinball on Steam. Steam's like, what's going on? Suddenly there's a mad rush. We got 7 orders.
All kind of perverts on here tonight.
Just tell them G. Parker sent you, and you'll get a 0% discount.
Give
The only thing I never have. Oh, there! I finally found it. I never have figured out how to exit it. It's kind of an exit strategies. Nuts. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Steam's got some pretty good stuff. Here's another. If anybody likes blackjack, here's another neat game there. So I got some good stuff on. Steam's got some good stuff. Okay, now let's talk pinball tournament. Okay, everybody, it's tournament time. G. Parker's tournament from last week's The Show episode. Mr. Livewire 1970, 545 million. Tony's Jogren, 501 million. Off Grid, 212 million. G. Parker, 184 million. Derek Pixelatorium, 101 million. Mike CB, 30 million. And G. Parker, that's the game I started out with here on the cabinet at 2,579,000. You can tell by looking at the images on the leaderboard there that when the faces look similar like Off Grid and mine do there for G. Parker, that those faces, well, you can see Mike CB too. You can tell that those were played on something besides Steam. So I would venture to say that Mike played on his Switch as well as Off Grid and myself that got those scores. So anyway, I confused myself now. Okay, let's continue. Okay.
Main menu.
Let's go back. I had a little trouble getting this to run. I thought, man, I'm not going to be able to get this tournament, look at it, and get it started. Okay, you know what?
Is that the wrong video?
Yeah.
That's last week's video.
It sounded familiar.
I'm telling you, when I got ready to do this week, I fell asleep on the couch. I woke up and I said, oh, crap, I got to do this. Let me see something here. Okay, everybody, it's tournament time. G. Parker's tournament from last week's. Not it, is it? Okay, I'll get this fixed. Just give me a second. It's not like we don't have time.
Paul is on Steam for $9.99. I found it on the thing. Apparently, Polo's already has it in his wish list. So if anyone wants to, we'll be starting a GoFundMe page for Hollywood Polo to get the pin-up pinball. But yeah, pin-up pinball, and it does have a nudity warning. You'll only see the nudity if you play better than Greg.
In here on the show.
And yeah, just listen, Greg. It'll be fine.
Whatever.
Just listen. It's not. I wasn't talking or anything. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh my God.
Oh, what do you got to say that Greg can just step on?
I'm still looking at eBay here. I'm looking for the best price because now I want to play that game, but I want to do it the right way. So.
All right, Poe, here's one you can get behind. What's your favorite Popeye arcade level?
I like the trampoline level because you can bounce on the trampoline. That's fun.
That's my favorite level. That boat is
I call it trampoline because it's a trampoline on the 2600. It's a teeter-totter on every other.
Teeter-totter on the regular one. But yeah, I can't get past that dang boat level. I don't know.
Yeah, that can be really tough depending on which version you're playing it on, for sure.
Yeah, I'm playing the arcade version on my modded IR arcade.
I'll be playing it on my bricked one pretty soon, just as soon as I brick it and unbrick it. I was going to do it tonight, but then I wanted to try out the laptop out here, even though I figured the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi worked great when I was setting it up. Everything was coming through and good, and I was bringing up YouTube and watching videos and had it set up out here. And then I ran to the store and did a few things, and I went in the house and I had dinner and I took a shower and I came back out here to set up for the show, and it said, you lost connection, and that was it. Every time I tried to connect, it was back down again. So I was actually going to start doing my backup on it before I came out here, and I didn't. So I don't know if I'll start that before bed now or if I'll just wait until I come back from vacation Wednesday night or Thursday. Maybe I'll just do it then.
The only scary part for me is what I would tell you is if you are going to do it overnight, wait around until I think there's 19 different things it has to do. 19 is whatever the last one is. 19, I think, is the long one. The rest of them just take a couple minutes each. And I think level 14 is the one where it popped that error up. And I had to tell it to skip.
Right.
Or continue. He said, now I don't know when you downloaded the software. He said he was going to fix that. And I don't know if he's put a new version of the software up or not. I just clicked OK and it went on. But that would have sucked if I would have went to bed before that.
Right.
And then I get up in the morning and it didn't even start the long-term one. But, yeah, it had that error on one of the shorter ones. It's like Chaos is saying, "Sup, Keith?" Only 46 minutes after Keith was here. I'm not even sure if Keith's still here. He was here a while ago. But
I tried to bring up my channel a couple times, and of course it froze up on the laptop. So I saw that Chaos was on my thing, and I don't know where Keith was. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess Greg's having issues still trying to get that. Oh, here he comes.
There he is.
Yeah, we're gonna have it here in a minute. I'll tell you what.
Still here.
I'm being quite honest with you. I had a list of things I needed to do. One of which was get Mike's video ready and all, get the video ready for the pinball tournament. And I laid down on the couch and fell asleep. My wife woke me up and said, "You want something to eat first?" So I made myself something to eat. Came down here and was completely brain dead. So anyway, we are going to have this video for the tournament up and running real quick. Just a matter of getting it put on the server now because I at least found it. I couldn't even find it. I don't even know where. I hope I can find it now. I forgot which week it was. Here it is. There it is. And it is. Oh, wow. It's going to be a short one. So anyway, we made you stick around this long to see what it's going to be. There's VKQ again. Hello. Don't mind me just lurking in the corner. It's a good place to be when I'm screwing up this way this week. I'm going to get fired. These guys pay me a lot of money to do this right.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, it's tournament time here at the show, and look at the results of last week. Bart, was you trying to say something?
No.
All right, it's tournament time here at the show, and look at the results of last week on Medieval Madness. Mr. Livewire, 1970, 363,036,470. My goodness. Tony's Jurgren, 249,248,890. Man, those guys are always up there at the top. Look there, off grid. Coming in there, looks like he was on the switch with an 84,896. Followed by myself on the switch, 55 million. Derek, 51 million. And then I started the tournament out here on the cabinet with 413,000. Never did get back to it. So there's the results. Now, let's create a tournament for this week.
Create tournament.
And you know what we're going to do? Creature from the Black Lagoon. There you go. We're going to do 5 days. Closed tournament. Everything else stays the same. GPARKER is our password. Okay. Create and play. And if you want to see how I did, get in the tournament. We'll see it. Well, we're just getting back to the show. See you back at the show. Get in the tournaments. They're a lot of fun.
Nice. Good choice. Good choice.
See, even
Yeah,
screwed
that's
that
another
one
good one.
up. We pissed Mike off. He just left.
He left.
Yeah, you had 3 great ones in a row, and I didn't do the last 2. So I might as well skip this one, too.
Yeah. Well, you'll be on vacation.
Yeah.
On vacation. Up in the
Yeah,
area.
Derek gets upset when you don't play because he says he's always coming in last.
Well, you can bring that Switch with you up there in case you get rained out.
That's true.
You
Connect
need
to the what?
the
Maybe Kelly will play this.
$23 Joy-Cons with you.
Maybe Kelly will play this week because she hasn't played the last couple weeks either. I actually have to work during the week this week because one of my coworkers his mom's having some work done in the hospital, so he's gone. So I got to work during the week this week. So
Boo!
Kelly will be home by herself, so maybe she'll get in one of these pinball tournaments. I mean, she always says, "I don't screw Greg. I ain't playing in his crap," but maybe she will this week. Oh, dang it! Poe was lighting up a cigarette. I should have made him full screen real quick.
I moved everything over a little bit, so sorry. Stretch Armstrong is out of arm's reach now. I moved everything for the laptop and my webcam and everything, and it didn't work anyway. So why did I move everything? I don't know.
Kelly says she'll be driving while I'm working. I'm taking my steering wheel with me to work then.
Yeah, you come home and the truck's all dinged up.
She's BJ McKay now, and you're the bear.
Okay, she's going to play because she likes Creature. That is
Creature's a good one.
Yeah, I thought that one was fun. And I didn't do that well in the startup. You know, lately I've been, for the weekly tournament, I've just been picking up the Switch because it's so convenient with all the other stuff. I mean, let's face it. It's Bart's fault. Everything that's gone wrong on this show tonight, from the intro starting wrong to nothing being prepared, has to do with this one guy who said, "You got to try American Truck Simulator. It's fun as hell." Hell, last night I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning, screwing with that truck simulator, just swearing and cussing and trying to find my last location, which to me is fun. See, I'm one of those old bastards that I'm not having fun unless I'm bitching.
I'm waiting for the next one, and then he's going to do a long and drawn-out thing that leads until April Fool's Day, and it's going to be some bullshit game, and he's going to have every single one of you guys jump in on it, and you're going to be, this is the greatest game ever, and it's going to, surprise, this game sucks, and you all played it. Everyone you played it.
Time out.
It's American Butt Wipe Simulator.
Time out.
Derek's going to be wiping his butt crack for 8 months.
Time out. I was going to really be hard on Bart, and I'm kind of with you for a little bit, Poe, but then you screwed up. Because you're the one that talked me into buying this piece of shit truck simulator for the Switch.
I went by price only now. I didn't actually look at any video until you played it. Now,
that was a great video.
How much did it cost, though? I mean, it was cheap.
Yeah, it was
Such a great video, though.
It was $1, but you know, and I'm just teasing. You know, it's fun to have in my library because But I'll tell you what really got me was when I tried to play it on my big TV or any TV. It only plays in handheld mode. Because I hooked it up the TV, and the controller wouldn't work, and I said, "I'm locked up. I couldn't even exit the son of a bitch." And so I had to pull it out of the thing and turn it off that way. It's like, oh my God. So don't bust Bart's balls about talking me into buying some piece of shit game. It's all good.
I didn't talk anyone into anything. I just mentioned it was on sale for $5. So, I happen to know Greg's a sucker for games on sale. So
yeah.
It would work, Poe. I could say the butt wipe simulator's on sale for 99 cents, and Greg's in.
Yeah.
Like, 99 cents.
What simulator?
It only comes with one square of toilet paper, though. That's the hard part.
Oh, well,
Wait, come to think of it, I did do a video on a toilet paper game for the Switch. Now that I'm thinking about it, a little while back there. You had to put the Joy-Con in the toilet paper roll and roll the thing around.
Yeah,
I forgot all about that.
And Mike did the search for the outhouse.
You know who's talked me into more games for the Switch, and I shouldn't say I'm using the wrong terminology. He didn't talk me into. But most of my cheap games that I've enjoyed the most for the Switch came from Arcade Chaos.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the king of cheap ass games.
He is.
And I'll tell you, that Paperboy one, that's the dumbest game I've ever played.
Oh, yeah.
It's addicting.
I did buy that one. Yeah, I played that one.
Yeah, the difference in that is in the inflection, because Chaos is the king of cheap ass games. Poe is the king of cheap ass games.
Oh yes.
So it's
if there's poo or ass involved, yeah. I mean,
it's a subtle difference there.
And that Longhead game, I remember him talking about that a while back, and I didn't buy it until iArcade had their big we're bankrupt sale, buy it now or you'll never get it again type deal. I still haven't played it, but it's on my iArcade, so at least it's there.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. Chaos recommended that one. I played it. It's hard.
Well, I've been kind of distracted tonight. Didn't catch everything that was talked about, but did you guys? I guess everything's working out good with this iArcade and this magic potion square box you guys got, right? I mean, it's all.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't installed mine yet, but I'm getting ready to. So.
Yeah. Poe's right on the verge of installing his. Mine went without a hitch, but I do have. I'm finding games that don't work, but there's the problem that you can't uninstall anything. So if you install a game that doesn't work, you're just stuck with it. But they did say if a working version comes along, as long as you name it the same name and the same location where you told it to install, it'll just overwrite the other one. So you can overwrite it with something else.
And another good tip. What was the guy's name that had the video up? Was it Kong? The guy that wiped everything out on his.
Yeah.
He said to put the emulator on your laptop or your computer. If that version of if the game doesn't work on your computer, it's not going to work on your arcade.
Right.
So try it. If you have the patience, try it first there. If it works.
I tried that with Robotron, though. And Robotron, there's a spot that it hangs up, and on your PC or laptop or wherever, it needs to write a NVRAM file. Well, the iArcade can't write that. So you always get stuck at that same spot. But I guess Mystery Encoder has got Robotron to work. So hopefully in a future update, we'll be able to get it to work. But so it's not everything that works on the laptop or PC will definitely work on the iArcade. But if it doesn't work on your Windows machine, it won't work on the iArcade for sure. So
you're cutting your losses there a little bit. You're hedging your bet on it.
Yeah, you're in better shape, but I even got that track and field going. I thought, I'm going to punish that board, but I got Glenn's deck coming, so if I ruin this one, but I'm not. I don't slap when I play that. I just use my fingers, so I'm just tapping the buttons, and I can't get past them freaking hurdles because I'm old now. When I was young, that was no problem.
I have that problem with a lot of games, though, now on old consoles and stuff, too. I have that problem, back in the day, you could do that stuff.
Kelly says it's not just games. I don't know. It's all of my stuff since I'm older is not quite the same.
Yeah, it happens.
But
it's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts. Well, I thought about it. But anyway. But it's working out well to answer your question.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
I'm 2 hours into sitting on my butt in this chair, and I'll tell you what I'm getting. And I even got up to go get a couple things, but nobody cares. I want to move into final thoughts. I think that'll take us at least another 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll break our record and go over 2 hours. So.
Yeah, because what usually happens is you'll ask me something, and then I'll tell you that I'm done, and then I'll cut in on Mike, and I'll cut in on Bart, and then I'll cut in on you. So.
Well, I'm gonna start with you, Poe, and that way you can just jump in. So, Poe, you got any final thoughts? And take as long as you want.
Well, I plan on going to an arcade for finally this week. And my wife actually looked it up first for me. So she suggested it. That doesn't mean she's going to let us go when the time comes. But for right now, she's pretending we're going to get to go to it. Then she said something about maybe we should just take one car. She's always like questioning herself. At first it was two, and then she said, maybe we should take one. I said, no. You said two cars. Because if we take one, they'll end up walking into that arcade, and they'll just sit there looking grumpy. I know them. And we'll be feeling like we got to go, and we'll feel pressured. So hopefully we'll do this the right way. She'll find something to do. And me and my boy could spend. Hey, that's one of those places where you spend, I think it's $11 a person, and then you can spend as many hours there as you want, And then they have laser tag, which costs extra if you want to do that. And they also have VR thing where you can play VR there. And they have black light mini golf and stuff like that. So it looks really cool. So we'll be doing that. And I'm going to work on Popeye. We're finally done with the Parker Brothers ports for everything else. So we finished up the 5200 one there. How long's that been? A week or so, week and a half ago. We're moving on to our black box Nintendo. And I got my Famicom. I'm going to put them in one video because they're the same thing except for the Japanese menus. And that's my Famicom game adapter for the NES. You just pop your Famicom game in there and it turns into a regular Nintendo game. So that's what I'll be working on. And hopefully, since I have a little bit of time tonight, I'll go in and shoot the gameplay video of this tonight. And after vacation, maybe I'll edit it and finally get a video up on it before I go back to work next week. So I think that's about it.
Nice. Looking forward to that Popeye series.
Oh, and tomorrow, I think it is, Ballistic Coffee Boy interviewed me back, I don't know, February or something. He wanted to do a second part, so he interviewed me on my birthday, which was July 7th. And since it was my 50th birthday, he wanted that to be for his 50th That Atari show. So his 50th That Atari show, I think, is tomorrow at noon Eastern. So he'll be airing that interview that I did back on July 7th. I don't remember what all was said because I was feeling pretty crappy that day. I was kind of out of it. So my interview should be tomorrow on there. I think it's about a half hour long.
Cool.
I don't think he does live premiere of all of those shows, so you can go in the chat and talk live. I'll probably be driving at that time, so I don't think I'll be able to be in the live chat for that. So that should be tomorrow at noon. So
if you guys would take one car, you could watch it while she drives.
Oh, no. Like I said, I don't remember much about it, and I feel bad about that. And we were supposed to do a longer show that day, but since it was my birthday, my son showed up. Ballistic actually asked me, he's like, we're at the half hour or 1 hour mark. Do you want to go longer? And I'm like, yeah. And then my boy showed up, Dad, I brought you some food. Like right then. And I'm like, oh, sorry, Ballistic, I got to go. So I'm hoping the interview turned out fine, but I don't remember a whole lot about it. I was like in that lightheaded state when he was doing it, so I do feel bad about that. But it's tomorrow, so good or bad, it's going to be out there. We'll see. I think I mentioned you guys too, and I think it was good. Maybe.
Yeah. All I gotta say, Poe, is when you're up there at that arcade and you're doing your run through video, make sure you stretch so you don't pull a hammy. And,
I would do some shout outs and running and tripping and falling and going headlong into some arcade machine.
Make sure you eat first so you're not hungry, and you can do that run through.
Nice.
But yeah. Anyway, I guess I'll go next since I'm below Poe.
Well, I wanted to go to Poe next. Poe, have you got anything?
Poe, you got anything?
Yeah, tomorrow.
No, go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
I'm just, for mine, I don't have much going on other than my truck simulator stuff and my flight simulator stuff, and I'm trying to work in some classic arcade stuff in between. Now playing on the iArcade and all that. So for my final thoughts, I'm just gonna hit a couple questions that people put up while Poe was talking for an hour. Dustin asked about looking forward to Kansas or Nebraska more. I don't know. They're very similar states. scenery wise. So I don't know. I made that drive across Kansas like 7 times when we lived in Arkansas and we were working in Colorado. And you go in Kansas right there by Joplin, Missouri, and drive all the way across Kansas to you. And it takes like 72 days to cross it, it feels like. But I am excited to get, for whatever reason, I was so sick of that drive, but I'm excited to get it for American Truck. And it's the next one, so I'm excited, and it'll tie in with Colorado, and it'll tie in with Oklahoma, so that's pretty good. And then I'll feel the same way with Nebraska. It'll tie in with the other states, so. Do
you have to wear a jumpsuit when you drive across?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go naked on those ones, so that'll hurt my viewership. But and I don't know what else I saw. I saw something else I thought I was good. They're talking about engines and stuff. I don't know. That's one thing. I get a lot of questions in my videos about trucks and stuff. I don't know. I know shit about trucks. I don't know anything about rigs and engines and all that stuff. When I buy modification engines, I just buy one that has more horsepower because I'm American, so I know horsepower. I don't know gear ratios and all that crap. I know sometimes I do a heavy load and it gives me a warning. It says your truck sucks. Get a different truck. So then I just go get more horsepower. So I don't know much about trucks. I drive what I think looks cool. States, I'm looking forward to every state that comes out. I'm looking forward to the 2040s when we have all 50 states. And I'll be in my 90s, so I'll be driving 20 miles an hour. Dang, AI drivers, get out the way. So,
well, at least I know I'll be dead.
So you'll be driving about the same as now.
Wow. Wow, I felt that right here in the nads, man.
Greg has nards.
Like that one right in the nards. That's all I got. That's all I got for my final thoughts. What do you got, Mike?
Oh, I'm working right now. I'm working on the. I have 5 Steam games you should try. So I'm working on that video right now. It's just going to be a normal one. And also, I got you guys involved for the next video after that. It's the extended poop simulator game. It's going to be funny, so I can't wait to work on that. But I'm finishing up this video, the one I'm doing for the Steam games, and then I'll be working on that other the poop simulator game coming out. So that'll be the second video. So I can't wait to get that out because it's got a lot of funny skits in it. Thanks to Poe for showing up and helping me with that. and then my friend Jason, if he watches the stream, so he's going to be helping on that.
He let me sleep in the carport while we filmed it.
Nice.
Yeah, it involves too. Me and Poe, we had to kidnap a prostitute. So there's, but we just
I had some experience in that. So I mean,
I watched your last episode about the last show you did about the assassin.
Oh, the Hitman game.
Yeah, I really liked that. But the thing is,
that was great.
I kept slow motioning it, and I kept backing up because I kept thinking, I don't see any of us in this. I must have watched it. So you got a lot of views from me just because I thought that stuff we sent. And I said, shit, he's going to be mad at me if I didn't notice and say that's cool. And I kept looking through it, and now you're telling me, okay, I'm on the same page now.
That Hitman video, the only reason I pulled that up is like, because I usually get a video out by like 3 weeks or to a month, and I need to put something out. And I had that. I'm like, I wonder if people would be interested in watching my playthrough on it. Yeah, so I just got that out so I can work on the other 2.
That was great. The music made it.
That was awesome.
Alfred, do you have to make an ATS video tonight?
Yeah, I made it. I made my video before the show, and it'll go up tomorrow morning. I'm going to be switch. I've been hammering them truck sim videos. Sometimes I'm putting 2 or 3 up a day. So my new goal is I haven't decided 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. Central Time, but every day there'll be one video, probably 10 a.m., a new truck sim video, 10 a.m. Central Time. One video a day, and yeah, it is what it is. I had been recording every single drive I was doing, but I think I'll not be doing that. So I won't necessarily be starting from where I left off. But yeah, so tomorrow's video is already in the can. And then because I got to work during the week this week, a couple of days, tomorrow morning I'll be shooting 3 videos for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But
and those are great for drive time videos. Well, I told you that several times already, but I really enjoy that. And then if I get yours through there, and then Greg has one come up, and I listen to his on the way home, or vice versa. That's great. Those work out great.
Yeah, I'm still working out the timing for at some random time to just be like, oh, look, a naked hooker, just to find out if Poe text me later and say, way to go, I'm crashed, I'm in the hospital.
I'm definitely going to have some, I haven't messed with it yet, obviously, but I'll be doing some stuff with OBS, so I'm going to have lots of questions because I've never done anything outside of using my phone. I'm so used to using my phone for every video that I do everything on. So that's going to be coming up. There's going to be lots of questions for you guys.
OBS is really cool, but I mentioned last time, and I told you I'd tell you guys more about it. I'm going to bring it up here real quick just so it won't interfere with the show here. But this is a new product. I covered you guys up, but this is a new product from Microsoft. And, I can show it. Matter of fact, I think. Yeah. There's the new product from Microsoft called ClipChamp. And, of course, you can buy an upgrade. Everything comes in an upgrade, but this is free. And the intro that I did last week, this week is in here. I just sent the clips you guys sent me and put them in there and hit this AI button in here. And it says, do you want to make them 60 seconds? Do you want to make them the full length of whatever videos you put in there? It adds stuff that's supposedly safe, non-copyrighted music. But I think the other thing that's kind of cool is if you create a new video here, you have your choice. I don't think it's going to do it unless it lets me till I put the media in there. But it lets you pick what size. Oh, here it is, 16 by 9. But see, I can go. I got all these different sizes. So if you want to do a short for YouTube or a reel for Facebook, it'll automatically format them to those formats for you. And it's a completely free program from Microsoft.
Nice.
So you can put that on, and it doesn't take up a lot of space, Post. So if you wanted to look into something for editing, it's got a timeline thing you can drag stuff in and out of. And I've got a more expensive one that I bought that's kind of cumbersome that I use if I'm really trying to do something great, which I haven't done in a long time because I can't usually do anything great. But this thing here is just quick, easy, and it's done. And you can export it too to 720, 1080, 4K, and it's free. It's free.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, cool.
So that's my final thoughts. Other than get in the tournament, we're not getting a lot of people in the tournament. Well, of course, I know it's not that big a deal, but it's still fun. So try to jump in. I'm letting them run for 5 days, and I do enjoy the people that are in there and the competition we're getting. So it's all a good time. So that's really all I've got. Hopefully next week I'll have my shit together and hopefully I play the right exit video. I hope it's not some porno that's going to get us all blown in shape.
And Gideon, we'll work on a time for all of us to get into convoy. It's tough with time zones, and you're way over there, so that makes it hard. And I'm limited on time as far as heat goes, because sometimes it's just cooking in here. But we'll figure something out, because I want to do that. And Dustin asked me about making, instead of multiple videos, making one longer video. It just seems like on YouTube the view times, people don't watch that long. So if I do a 2-hour video, people watch 6 minutes of it. So I don't know. But I do 40-minute videos. They watch the same 6 minutes. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see. I might do some longer stuff because I do need to do some longer runs. So
since you did mention that too, I did see Gideon and Derek were on the Discord, which remind people to get on the Discord. And I apologize. I know you guys saw me in there. I was lurking on you, but that's the time I just woke up from laying down on the couch. I knew I had a lot to do, and I was watching. And I said, kept seeing you guys say, "Gee, Parker, you want to jump in?" I thought, man, I'd have to go set up the computer. I'd have to get it all hooked up, and then I haven't even done the stove. I mean, we wouldn't even had a show tonight. We're lucky we had what we had, and it was pretty crappy. So again, I didn't mean to.
Sundays are crazy because I was going to go online with my my Road 96 today, and it never happened. I was getting ready to do that, and then I got tied up with everything. So, yeah, Sundays are kind of nuts. I know we plan an hour show. It seems like it's way later in the day, but next thing you know, it's time to do that show.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was crazy for me to. Yeah. But that's all I got for final thoughts. So I'll turn it over to Poe. Poe, you got anything?
Yeah, Mike, how about that Road 96, huh? I got teenager killed. Jared shot the dude. That was some bullshit. I decided to be a little bit cockier.
Was it the taxi ride?
No, he got in my car. And they made me stop for the bastard. It was raining, and they made me stop. And he got in, and he asked me a few questions. And, yeah, I decided to be a little bit cockier with this character, but not too cocky. Yeah. And he's like, "You're dead." Boom. And they killed me.
Oh.
And that was it. End of story. I'm dead.
Wow.
Bullshit. That's it. And then Bart was there when I had my next character, and I met up with that dickhead again out in the desert. And I thought he was going to kill me again, but he didn't. I got away that time. So.
Yeah. That guy's got a bit of an attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. It was a good night. We broke a record. We'll see y'all next week, 6 p.m. Central.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.